Hello students, welcome to the video lecture class of first chapter for the subject hydraulic machine and fluid power. Here in this video, I am going to explain about the problems related to Pelton wheel turbine. In earlier class, we are discussing about the velocity diagram of a Pelton wheel turbine at inlet and outlet. We are having these are the formulas required for solving the problems in Pelton wheel turbine case. We have to use the formulas as velocity of jet Cv into square root of 2gs root over u, the velocity of the blade, as u1 and u2 both are equal because the bucket is of uniform dimension. So that is pi d n by 60, where n is the speed of the shaft. V1 is equal to Vw1 from inlet velocity triangle. Vr1 is the relative velocity, that is Vw1 minus u1. From outlet velocity triangle, we are having phi, and this is known as your vane angle at outlet. We are having Vw2 is equal to Vr2 cos phi minus u2 from the outlet velocity triangle as shown in the diagram. So this is the triangle from which we are getting value of Vw2 is equal to Vr2 cos phi minus u2. Vr1 is equal to Vr2 because the blades are smooth. We have to find out force. Force exerted by jet of water in the direction of motion is given by the work done by jet of water on runner per second is given as rho a V1 Vw1 plus Vw2 into u. Runner power is obtained in kilowatt. Work done per unit weight of water per second is given by 1 by g Vw1 plus Vw2 into u. Hydraulic efficiency as work done per second divided by kinetic energy of jet per second, and finally we are getting Vw1 plus Vw2 into u divided by 1 by 2 into V1 square. Number of jet, that is equal to z, and formula is 15 plus capital D by small 2d, and jet ratio is m capital D by small d. Jet ratio is capital D by small d, where capital D is known as your mean diameter of bucket and d is known as your diameter of the nozzle. Another formula you have to remember, flow ratio. Flow ratio means phi is equal to E1 square root of 2gh root over. Let's do a problem related to Pelton wheel turbine. As the question asks you that a Pelton wheel turbine has a mean bucket speed of 10 meter per second with a jet of water flowing at the rate of 700 liters per second under a head of 30 meter, the bucket deflected through an angle 160 degree. Calculate the power given by the water to the runner and hydraulic efficiency of turbine. Assume coefficient of velocity as 0.98. From the above question, we have mean bucket speed as 10 meter per second, means u is given to you as inlet and outlet velocity also is equal to 10 meter per the second. The jet of water flowing at a rate means the discharge of water is equal to 700 liters per second, means we have to convert into meter cube per second, that is 700 into 10 to the minus 3 into meter cube per second. the bucket is deflected through an angle of 160 degree, means the vane angle will be obtained from this deflection angle. So in earlier class, in our velocity triangle, we have seen that phi is nothing but that is the angle made by the relative velocity at the outlet with the horizontal movement of the blade, and we are having phi is equal to 180 minus 160 degree is equal to 20 degree. Now calculate the power given by the water to the runner. So that is, power given to the runner is runner power. We have to find out hydraulic efficiency as eta h and assume coefficient of velocity, means that is Cv is equal to 0.98. There is a head for the turbine, that is 30 meter, capital H is equal to 30 meter. So already we are having these data are given to us. Now using these data we can have solve the problem. First of all, we have to go for the calculation of runner power. So while we are going to calculate the power given by the water to the runner, we have to remember that what is the value of, what is the formula for power given by the water. So runner power is equal to V W1 plus VW2 into U into rho A V1 divided by 1000 as earlier formula. So now first of all, find the value of V1. The velocity of jet V1 formula is Cv square root of 2gh. So that is, for Cv it is 0.98, for g it is 9.81, for h head is equal to your 30 meter. So now we can calculate the value of velocity of jet V1 is equal to 23.77 meter per second. We have from velocity triangle the V1 line is equal to VW1, that is whirling velocity component of velocity of jet. VW1 is equal to V1, that is equal to 23.77 meter per second. Already we are having mean bucket speed U is equal to 10 meter per second and velocity of jet V1 or VW1 is equal to 23.77. Now we can find out the value of relative velocity, that is VR1 is equal to VW1 minus U1, that is 23.77 minus 10 is equal to 13.77 meter per second. From velocity triangle at outlet, earlier we have discussed VR2 is equal to VR1. So already you have got the value of VR1, that is 13.77 meter per second is equal to VR2. From outlet velocity triangle, we are having the formula already we have discussed in earlier video class. VW2 is the whirling velocity component of jet of water at outlet, that is equal to VR2 cos phi minus U2, that is equal to 13.77 as VR1 value into cos 20 degree, phi as 20 degree, minus U value is 10. So that is equal to 2.94 meter per second. In earlier video class, we are going to study about that the formula for the jet of water that is striking upon the runner. So we are getting the mechanical power at runner inlet, that is your runner power, and this runner power formula is rho A V1 VW1 plus VW2 into U. Here the plus sign suggesting that the deflection angle that is 60 degree, 160 degree, and phi is equal to 20 degree. And here the angle made by the jet velocity at outlet is above the 90 degree. Hence we are going to put the symbol as plus. So now putting the value of Vw1, Vw2 and area and velocity. But in this case the value of area is not given to us. So we know that discharge is equal to area into velocity. So Q is equal to area into V1. So rho Q into Vw1 plus Vw2 into U divided by 1000. So for rho it is 1000, for Q it is 0.7, for Vw1 earlier we have find the value of V1 as 23.77. Now we are having Vw2 as 2.94. So now after putting all these values, we have to calculate that runner power is equal to 186.97 kilowatt. So already we have discussed that runner power is nothing but that is the work done by jet of water on bucket, and it is equal to 186.97 kilowatt. Next term is that we have to find out hydraulic efficiency. So what do you mean by hydraulic efficiency? Hydraulic efficiency is nothing but that is the ratio of power delivered by the water to the runner divided by available of power with the water at the inlet of the runner. So the runner power already you have rho A V1 Vw1 plus Vw2 into U divided by inlet energy. Inlet energy means that is kinetic energy per second. So we are having rho A V1 and rho A V1 will cancel out, and that will be rest of term will be eta H is equal to Vw1 plus Vw2 into U divided by 1 by 2 V1 square. Now already we have find out that Vw1 value is 23.77 and Vw2 is 2.94, and we are getting that eta H as 0.9454. So that is 94.54%. In this way we are gone through the formulas related to runner power and hydraulic efficiency, and we are getting the runner power as 186.97 and the hydraulic efficiency as 94.54%. So we will go for next class. We will solve this problem, another problem related to this Pelton wheel turbine. Thank you.